Well, hello there. Welcome back to the podcast. The ish that car owners don't tell you when you're car shopping. That good stuff, that stuff that you should know, that somehow they omit. They want to tell you a lot of stuff about cars, like stuff you really don't care about, but the important stuff, they fail to tell you. So, guess what? Today we're going to talk about more ish that car owners fail to tell you when you're car shopping. This podcast is sponsored by Car Envy and the Car Strategist. So, it's been a long day. Find a seat, favorite wine, favorite tea, favorite coffee, and just chill with me for 5 minutes or less. I'm going to take you through 6 important points that previous car owners or current car owners, they just forget to tell you. So, this segment is Show Me the Money, aka, what's your budget when you're car shopping? What should your budget be? How do you arrive at that budget? You just pull out the air? All right, so let's go. What I find interesting is that we treat car shopping like any other shopping adventure, right? Car shopping, you're buying an expensive asset. But we treat it as if we're at Target or Walmart and we're just cordially shopping. Oh, I think I'll have that in red, and I think I'll have that in green, and I'll think I have it in blue. Oh, okay. It doesn't run? That's okay. I think I'll make it work. No, you can't make it work. It's not a bargain shopping thing, right? It's something that requires taking some thought process to arrive at this place you want to be. And the goal is still the same, to buy the right car for you at the right price for you, right? That fits your lifestyle on your timeline. Nothing has changed. So, here we go. Now, you've been to Target or Target and you've picked out an item and, you haven't given it much thought. But when you're car shopping, it doesn't work. That same rule doesn't work. But I've seen millions of people, or that's probably exaggerated. I've seen a bunch of people where that's exactly how they do it. They just get up, they're going car shopping. Oh, I'm going car shopping today. Oh, as if it's just a moment in passing. When I go car shopping today, yeah, I'm just going to buy me a car. And then a lot of times I'll get this phone call. I think I made the wrong decision. For example, I had a client that solicited my help, wanted some direction when they were buying a car. He knew his budget. He had some idea what he wanted his car payments to be, but never sat down to figure it, or to my budgets. Never sat down to figure it. So the phone call I got was, hey, I bought me an Audi sports car, A8 something. And I thought, oh, dear God, no. I didn't react. And the reason why I didn't react was that I thought, well, surely they'll let him void the sale transaction, right, if he needed to. Surely, dear God, I hope so. Wait for it. Less than 48 hours later, I get this text message that said, oh my God. I screwed up. And I thought, yes, you did. So then I told him, well, would you like for me to start over with you? And of course, the answer was yes. Car shopping is just not something we do on a whim. A car shopping is not something you should do on a whim, right? It's too expensive. So today, we're going to talk about, I'm not going to talk to you about a budget, but I'm going to talk to you about some things that you should be thinking about, because this is the search phase. This is episode 2 of the search phase as you're getting ready to go into the research process. So this is things that you should be thinking about as you're looking at cars, right? Because really you should have some timeline as to when you're going to buy the car. So my first question that they don't tell you is, how much money do you have saved? Because did you know that when you have money saved, you can pay down on a car? When you pay down in a car, it allows you to have equity in that car. That equity is that part of the car that you own. They don't tell you that. I don't know if it's because they don't know that, but having a down payment is important. The more you can put down, the better off you are. Okay? The other thing that they don't tell you, number 2, is you need to figure out how much you want to pay before you ever step on the lot. How about that for a novel idea? Because if you don't have an idea how much you want to pay, when they throw a figure at you at the dealership, it sounds like a great idea. But you've not thought about how much you want to pay because you've not thought about the other bills. You've not thought about gas. You've not thought about insurance. You've not thought about the other things that impacts your outgoing. The third thing that somehow car owners, previous car owners, current car owners, while you're shopping, forget to mention to you is you better see how much that car is worth. And you're like, okay, how do I know how much a car is worth? Well, that's a good question. You start with a few resources such as autotrader.com, cars.com. Those are resources where you can really compare how much a car is worth. If you really want to put more work into it, kind of scout out your local dealerships and see if you can find a vehicle similar to what you have in mind. That will help you with the price that you want to pay or the price that car really cost, right? If you want to specifically dig into it, Kelley Blue Book is another great resource, kbb.com, where you put in the type of vehicle, you put in the options that you can tell, and it will literally give you the value of the vehicle, a private sale, and what you should expect to pay from dealership. So, 4 resources to check to see how much that car is worth. Autotrader.com, cars.com, your local dealership, and Kelley Blue Book will let you literally zoom in. Okay? That's where you search. That's where you find out how much that car you're trying to buy is worth. If you don't know, all you're doing is creating a debt. My next thing that they don't tell you is, what is the maximum you're willing to pay for that car? Do you have an idea? What they don't tell you is that it's important to know the maximum amount you're willing to pay. Then, when you know the maximum amount you're willing to pay, what is your budget set at? Right? Can you afford this maximum amount that you set? These are things that people, car buyers, car owners don't tell you. But it's my episode 2 of what you should know. At the bottom of my worksheet, you'll find a handy dandy little worksheet that I hope will help you walk through your budget. How to start thinking about your budget as you're preparing to buy this new car. Best of luck. I'll see you in the next episode.